This is the only video you will ever need to watch about breathing. Okay, that was a bit of an exaggeration, but in this video, I'm gonna lay out everything you need to know to breathe smarter, including why breathing matters, besides the obvious, how to breathe better, and stick around to the end of the video. I'm gonna give you 2 life-changing breathing techniques that you can start doing today. When I started going to yoga classes, I gotta tell you, I completely ignored the breathing cues from the teachers. I was just trying to keep up with doing the poses. It wasn't till honestly a year into my practice, I actually began listening to the teacher's breathing cues. Right away, I started to notice changes in all aspects of my life, becoming more calm and energized. My body was also getting much better at breathing. So I'm gonna share a few of the things I've learned along the way with you on how to breathe smarter. So why does breathing matter? Well, it keeps you alive. There we go. Okay, so besides the obvious, the answer lies within the nervous system. There's a component of our nervous system called the autonomic nervous system, which conducts everything in the body that needs to be conducted autonomously, which is, well, just about everything. Within the autonomic nervous system, there are 2 branches, the parasympathetic and sympathetic branches. Fight or flight, and rest and digest. It is essential that these 2 components of your nervous system are in homeostasis. It's conscious breathing that brings the nervous system into homeostasis. So what can you expect from the body when your autonomic nervous system is in homeostasis? Well, the organs in your body that regulate your mood and chemical balance fire appropriately. Let's take a look at the adrenal glands, for example. The tiny little ski caps located on top of either one of your kidneys. For many of us, our adrenal glands are overstimulated and overfire, which totally disrupts our chemical balance, organ health, and mood. This is why breathing is so important. It gives you direct control over how you feel. All right, time to talk about how to breathe better. And it starts by paying attention to your breath print. This is how you breathe naturally. So when you do this, don't try to change or manipulate the way you breathe. This is an exercise to see where your restrictions are that are preventing full breaths. You can also see naturally where you tend not to breathe into. For many of us, it's the bottom of the lungs. We're mostly breathing up here and not fully down here. The second way to get better at breathing is to strengthen and free up the restrictions in the muscles that regulate respiration. Every breath requires a significant lift of the entire rib basket and descent on exhale. Many muscles are involved in this, and there are so many opportunities for restrictions to appear both in the muscles and connective tissue. Try these yoga poses to free up restrictions around the respiratory diaphragm, serratus muscles, muscles in your neck and arms, and even muscles in the pelvic floor. Hopping over to VoiceOver to walk you through these poses. The first one is cat-cow, and let me tell y'all, if you only remember one pose from this video to breathe better, it is the cat-cow, a spinal undulation which frees up the many restrictions around the respiratory diaphragm. There are 7 vital organs directly fastened to the respiratory diaphragm via connective tissue. This causes many restrictions to form. So undulating the spine frees up those restrictions and directly improves the function and movement of your diaphragm. To address the muscles along the side waist, like the serratus and intercostal muscles, come down to a child's pose and walk the palms over from one side to the other, breathing into the elongated side. To address the muscles in the front chest around your collarbones, try the Sphinx pose, a belly down back bend. And to tie it all together, the last pose is the good old-fashioned downward facing dog. Honestly, what doesn't this pose improve? Each one of these poses can be done daily. Okay, so now that we know a few ways to breathe smarter, I'm going to give you 2 life-changing breathing techniques that you can start doing today. This breathing technique is called solar plexus breathing. The solar plexus is a ganglion of nerves located at the mid-spine. It is the powerhouse of your breath
and home to the adrenal glands. This breathing exercise will help you tune into the adrenal rhythms of your body and release any tension held in this vital area. Start by sitting in a comfortable position, ensuring your spine is tall and steady. Let your jaw, throat, and tongue melt completely. Bring your awareness to the area just below your diaphragm at the top of your solar plexus. Now gently place your fingers just under the base of your sternum. This is the location of your respiratory diaphragm. As you let your hands rest here, take a moment to observe. Does this area feel tight, loose, or maybe even a little empty? Does it feel like you're holding tension, as if you're on guard? There's no need to judge, just notice. Now begin to relax as much as you can in the space just below your diaphragm. Imagine your breath is a fine mist spreading softly through your belly. As you breathe in, guide that mist toward the back wall of your abdomen where your kidneys and adrenal glands reside. Pause at the top of each breath, then gently exhale and pause again at the bottom. Notice if there's a sense of tightness or resistance that lingers, or if the muscles in your upper abdomen feel frozen or clenched. Allow this awareness to guide you as you soften further with each breath. Continue to sit here for about 5 to 10 minutes, breathing deeply and mindfully. This next breathing technique will guide you to explore and refine the movement of your diaphragm, helping you sense the subtle differences between the two sides. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position with your pelvis supported and your back firm but relaxed. Take a moment to connect with the sturdy muscular flap of your diaphragm, spanning the middle of your torso. Let your breath settle into a slow and soft natural rhythm. First, bring your attention to the flow of air through your right nostril. How open does it feel? Now shift your awareness to the relationship between your liver and the right dome of your diaphragm. As you inhale, notice how your right diaphragm moves relative to your liver. Does your liver act as a barrier, limiting the downward motion of your diaphragm? Or does the diaphragm glide freely? How does this movement compare to the left side? The right-sided awareness connects to the solar channel of the body, known as the Pingala Nadi. Next, shift your focus to the left nostril. How open does it feel in comparison? Observe the downward movement of your left diaphragm as you inhale. Notice how it interacts with your stomach, which is typically less dense than the liver. This side corresponds to the lunar channel, or Ida Nadi. Now compare the two sides of your diaphragm once more. Does one side move with greater ease? You might find that the right side feels more restricted due to the density of the liver, while the left side, with the hollowness of the stomach, moves more freely. Stay with this exploration for 5 minutes, allowing your awareness to deepen. Each breath provides an opportunity to better understand the subtle dynamics of your body.
How to breathe smarter is something I wished I learned from a very early age, but unfortunately it took doing a specialized yoga teacher training to find out. During my teacher training, I learned 3 other things about the human body that I think everyone should know. So much so that I made a video about it. Check it out.